Hey guys, and welcome to Strive for Savvy, where we talk about all things Kajabi, marketing, and growing your online business. Now today I'm excited to announce some of the new features that Kajabi released today on the London development cycle. This is kind of a bonus video that's outside of my normal regular throwing videos out there for you because it is a special video based off of what Kajabi has just announced. Now London cycle is the latest development cycle. Kajabi has been sending out new features about every couple months, and this particular development cycle they called London. The next one is coming out in a couple months, and that one is Toronto. So they kind of have some different features that go along with different demographics. It's kind of fun the way they have that set up. So what exactly is in the London development cycle? Well, essentially, there's some really, really cool things that I'm super excited that I've even been beta testing for a while, and it's really neat to be able to launch those to you because all of these features that Kajabi is putting out is just going to make things even better and even easier to conduct your business in Kajabi. And the great thing is they're not adding additional fees every time that they do upgrades and bonuses and all of these new stuff that they put out every couple months. They're just adding that in as the benefit of being a Kajabi user. So let's jump on into the London development cycle. So the first thing is, if you want to get all the details specifically directly from Kajabi, is you can actually go to the URL is productupdates.kajabi.com/cycle/London. And here they have just an article that kind of goes through all the specifics. So you can check that out yourself and see exactly all the specifics on what they've released in this one. So one of the first things that you'll see right here, which I personally am the most excited about, is the introduction of audio and inside Kajabi. Now, in the past with audio, what we've had to do is upload a file into maybe Google Drive and then get the embed code and then put that into a page or in your product through the embed code. There's a couple other ways of doing audio, but it really wasn't super seamless. It was doable. There's always a workaround, it seems like, with Kajabi because they do give us so many really great features of things like customization and code. But at the same time, it's not quite as seamless as if it's integrated right inside, which now it is. So the cool thing is now we have audio available in pages, products, and blog articles. So what exactly does that look like? Well, for example, let me jump on over here into a product. And in this one, it still says queued for processing, as I had uploaded that just recently. So I'll just refresh that. So essentially what you do is, let me go back into a different post where I have it. Now you can see where I have an audio here. It has a little microphone next to the post. If we go into a separate post, you'll see now we have media is none, video, audio, or assessment. So we used to have video and assessment, but now you'll notice we have an audio option. So we can just simply click on that, pick file, and just like always, you just drag and drop your file right in there or select it from Dropbox, Google Drive, from the computer, or a URL. Just like any other upload that we've used to do. But we do have the audio. And the cool thing is too, let me go back to this other post where I've uploaded. We have, just like where we used to have with video actions, where you could click on the video and you could look at the stats, we can also do the same thing with audio. So for those of you that have been asking for audio options inside your program. So like if you're doing a meditation, for example, or if you have a podcast that you want to embed, or any number of different audio type of scenarios, we now have that ability. Plus we can click here and get our stats on how many views, what the engagement was, all that fun stuff that goes along with the analytics that come along. So this is what it looks like. Let me show you. And when I preview inside the product, it puts it right at the top. Now this is the momentum theme. In Premiere it looks just a little bit different. It's just a little smaller, but of course in Momentum it has the menu on the side, and then you have your video, or in this case audio, at the top. And my thumbnail that I had uploaded for this particular post then shows up here off to the side. And then we have our audio player here, and then anything else is down below. If you want to make this downloadable, now that's still an option, but it used to be the only way to do audios other than the embed code was to put it in a download, and that was not always the best scenario, but you can add it as a download if you want to. So that in a sense is in the product. Now the cool thing is we can also do it inside a page or in the blog. It's the exact same thing. So inside a page, if we just go to add section, you'll notice that we now have this ability. You'll see audio as one of the choices inside pages. Now at the time of this recording, I didn't see it in my previous pages. I only saw it on new pages, but they just launched it today. So I'm assuming that this will be, as they get everything up and going, the features will show up in all your pages. So I'm just holding tight to see on that one. But most of the time when they do an update, it kind of rolls out a little bit and then it's applied to all of your pages. So this is where then we have the audio. You can also do text and audio, but just like anything, if I click this and add, you can simply add other sections or blocks, to the section. So, we can still add any number of other things into the section that we want to. The difference is that in the audio, it is going to be, if I click on this, you'll notice it must be at least 8 columns long. So, we want to have at least an 8-column section. In the pages, though, we now have some additional settings. So what we can do is we can select our thumbnail image, so you can add that here. We can adjust our title and subtitle, so it's going to show right here for what the title and subtitle is, so we can change that. We can change the color of our player, so it's going to default to whatever your settings are for the page. So if we go into the page settings, let me go back here to settings, and we go to your style guide and your primary color, it defaults to the primary color. But we can instead, just like anything else, we can customize this exactly to what we want it to be. So I can just click here and I can change it to a different color. And now you can see that it has that dark color for what I have it selected. Just like other sections in here, we can do block background color. I could add a border to this. That's a little big, so we'll move this down just a little bit. And this is our border width, our border radius. So, just like anything, just like all the other elements in here, we can just have so much fun adding our drop shadow, all those kind of things, just like we do on other page elements. And we can do our mobile view and desktop view. We can have other pieces on the section, and it's just everything right there, right in an audio could be right there on the page. So if we're doing a delivery page with an MP3, if you're doing a sales page, any of those kind of things, there you go. Now you have your audio. And that's just one of the many features that they've launched in the new development cycle. There are a ton of other ones. We have customization to checkout. There's some new website templates. So this is of course still Encore. If you like templates, personally, I prefer to start from scratch, but some of you like to have the inspiration of a template to start from. So if you like templates, then there's some new ones to kind of help get started and help those creative juices flowing. There's improvements to the page editor. So these are going to be some pretty cool things on the page editor. Let's see, what are the specifics on this? Oh yes, audio files, of course, again, content cards. So there's just all kinds of things. They went through it really fast today. I haven't had a chance to play with all of them, but there's just some really, really neat stuff that's just super excited. They've continually raised the bar on all the different things that they're doing. We have now, oh yes, the offer grant. This is super, super awesome, because what this does is when you go into your people tab, you can actually see all of the offers that person has currently. Before you start granting new offers, you know exactly what they currently have. So it makes it much easier from a management standpoint to make sure if you're granting an offer, and there's a lot of different reasons why you would grant an offer to someone, if they've paid outside of Kajabi, or if it goes along with a package, or any number of different reasons. But now if you go into the People tab, you'll be able to see everything that person has access to before we start granting offers. And then the other thing is Kajabi Labs. This is really, really fun because if we now go into our settings, you will see now a new icon here on our settings which says Labs. And this is where you can turn on and off features that are currently in the development phase. So there's a couple things that haven't officially been launched yet that we can still go in and kind of play around with before it is. So one of them is a new product experience. And then of course there's the offers and checkouts where you add the sales tab. You notice here on my menu, it has the sales tab is separate. And with the sales tab, what this does is it breaks it down into offers, coupons, and affiliates as a separate tabs instead of them being hidden under products, people, and marketing. And then there's the new people page for contact management and the website and landing page. This one's kind of interesting because website and landing pages, if you turn this one on, so if we go up here to website pages, I've turned this on, so it's going to look a little differently, is that we have our website pages now it used to say standalone pages and pipeline pages. Now if you turn this on, it's website, landing, and pipelines. So the website pages are out here separately, and the ones that are the system index are here. And if we add new website pages, like if you want to do a specific about page or something like that that's added to the index, you can set them up here. Now, right now, personally, the one disadvantage that I see on the index pages or the theme pages is that there's really no ability to clone. What is the ability here, though, is that any new pages that you create here will automatically then have whatever settings that you've set up for your page. So for example, I created this one as a test, and you can see my header and my menu and footer are already set up for me, so it's not like I'm starting from scratch. Although if you've watched some of my other videos, you know that in Pages, I've also taught you to create a page template in your standalone pages to do the same thing as well. So lots of possibilities. Kajabi, again, is always looking at improving, always looking at setting, raising the bar and creating things to make it so much easier for us to be able to do what we need to do in our business. The new development cycle that's coming up, there's some really exciting things on that one as well. So you'll have to stay tuned on some of the new stuff that's right around the corner. So if you have had a chance to play with some of the features that they've announced, put it in the comment section below and let me know what you've played with and what your favorites were. If you haven't had a chance and you're just looking at this video for the first time, also put in the comments what you're most excited about experimenting with and implementing on your website. So thanks so much for watching. Jump on into your Kajabi and try these out, explore them, and let me know if you have any questions. If you don't have Kajabi yet and you're thinking about an online business, be sure to check out my website at striveforsavvy.com, where we have lots of tips and tutorials and support and things that we can help you, as well as some really cool free stuff that we offer for new enrollments into Kajabi. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next video where we help you grow your online business.